Employing full and part-time staff in our 2 West Hawaii stores, I support Bill 318. Doing business in Hawaii is so tough, we have the highest small business attrition rate in the USA. Things are more expensive here, and coming up on 30 years, Snorkel Bob's does not endure by ignoring reality. Let's take overhead. The average company earns a 10% profit margin. For every $100 in revenue, $10 sticks as income. That means a dollar saved is not a dollar earned, it's $9 earned. Aquarium collectors are crying boo-hoo bear because a 1-gallon minimum will raise their overhead, and that'll raise prices and might cut out a few home hobbyists on the mainland. Hawaii reef wildlife might become too expensive to keep replacing on the cheap when it dies in glass tanks thousands of miles from home reefs. Inventory is another critical variable in business. You need inventory to meet demand in peak seasons, but too much inventory can tie up too many dollars. Without cash, you have no safety net for slow times. Bill 318 asks some basic business questions. Who owns the reef wildlife on Big Island reefs? Is it really inventory? Is that inventory unlimited? What's the difference between inventory and public trust? Does the economic benefit of a few trump reef health and the best interests of the community? Reef wildlife trafficking is focused on money, on low overhead and free inventory. Starving reef wildlife for cheaper shipping in less water saves money, but the savings in dollars costs far more on reefs. High mortality causes demand for more reef wildlife to replace dead reef wildlife. Mainland aquarium resellers ship some species with a 15-day live guarantee and some with no guarantee. The follow-up questions are, do we have a responsibility, a kuleana, to protect our reef systems from waste? Is reef wildlife a public trust, a natural treasure to be used wisely? We know that game fish species decline when the aquarium trade removes vital links from the food chain. Should Hawaii reef wildlife be cheap at the expense of Hawaii reefs and real Hawaii fishermen? Should hobbyists far away enjoy the savings while we suffer the loss? Should Kona reefs be vibrant with yellow tangs or sparse? Should we factor the interests of subsistence and recreational fishermen and our reef tourism economy? Of course we should. No business in the world gets free, unlimited inventory, especially a business that for many years has abused the public trust. Inventory is not infinite. Hawaii reef wildlife is in decline. The aquarium trade benefits very few people in Hawaii and a few resellers in Los Angeles. It hurts everyone else. Last May at Keawaiki, an aquarium collector attacked a diver when she filmed him with a GoPro camera. Violence shows the aquarium trade's willingness to risk anything for money, to risk our reefs for money. Animal cruelty economics is another form of violence in which slow death requires more reef wildlife to replace dead reef wildlife. The aquarium trade has no data on environmental impact or Hawaiian cultural impact. For these reasons and many more, this county council urged the governor and legislature last year to ban the aquarium trade statewide. I trust this council will be consistent in its values and economic assessment in passing Bill 318.
Okay,
Sorry for
thank
the
you.
overtime.
Okay, Waimea?